Self-Care for Men. I am joined today by John Ford, who is the owner of Manic Training here in Wakefield, Rhode Island, and also has a location in East Greenwich. And today we're going to talk about the pre-workout warm-up, which I believe and feel is so important. So, John, we talked a little bit before we came in to record. Why is the pre-warm-up so important?
The warm-up, well, it's the key, I think. I go back to my track coach from URI and the 6 Ps. Prior planning prevents poor performance, okay? I hope I can say that. But a warm-up is getting yourself prepared for a workout. And many people take their workouts very seriously, as all of my Manic members do. So you want to be prepared for your workout, and that's what the warm-up is for. I've seen too many people go right to a workout, and that's when the majority of injuries are going to happen. So big thing about warm-up is to prevent injuries, and it's to help get the body ready for actual intensity. Now our workouts here at Manic are pretty intense. Many people do their own workouts at a pretty intense pace. You don't have to go through an intense workout to properly warm up, however. So the warm-up process, really, we're trying to get the heart rate up a little bit. We're trying to get that blood flowing, especially if it's an early morning, and try to get the muscles loose and stretched out. So usually a good combination of some cardiovascular activity and some dynamic and static stretches. Perfect combination, 10, 12 minutes, that usually gets most people ready to go.
So the warm-up probably would include multi-joint sort of exercise, like a squat, for instance, would be a good warm-up.
Exactly, yes. For a couple of reasons, just because not everyone goes through an actual squat in their normal day activity. Sitting in a chair, yes, is kind of like a squat, but so you want to kind of mimic some of the exercises you're going to do in your actual routine. That's why you see many athletes, all those baseball players out in the field before, you see them mimicking a lot of the actions that they're going to do in their actual sport. So we're going to mimic a lot of the things that we do in our workout, in our warm-up, to get the joints all kind of lubricated. We really are, you know, and again, getting the heart rate up as well. And we want to slowly kind of increase. So I always tell people in that first round of our warm-up, let's nice and easy, slowly get that body moving, slowly get that heart rate. You know, it's not like you get into a Ferrari and you go right to 6th gear,
exactly.
Right? It's not good. So same thing with the body. We have to make sure we're going to slowly kind of ramp things up. You should just be about at a sweat. Breaking loose at the end of your warm-up, and your heart rate's kind of a little bit faster than a definite normal pace. More faster than a normal walking pace would get to. Let's put it that way. So, and then that way you're ready to go.
I would imagine also it's preparing the nervous system. It's not just the physical body, but the nervous system slowly ramps up also to prepare for that workout. So that as the joints move, the nervous system is going to get activated, and then the nervous system will be ready for the workout also.
Yeah, very, very good point. And the technical term proprioception, getting the body used to the space that it's in.
Yes.
And that's a big part of that, is to wake up all those nerve endings. And I think you've already went over in another video, the foam rolling is a pretty warm up to the warm up to the workout, because that opens up the nervous system as well, and can loosen up the muscles and promote blood flow as well. So foam rolling is good before the warm up is good before the workout. So many steps you have to take.
Awesome. And then at some point, you and I maybe can do something about what you do after a workout. But even going back to the pre-warm-up, there's actually, even before the foam rolling, there's a lot of things that we need to be doing. And you talked about, like, for high-end athletes, high-level athletes, that warm-up starts the night before. So what are the keys for all of us, not just high-level athletes? What are the keys for?
Right. If you want to have a really good workout the next day, or even a good day, it starts the night before. Obviously, having a good meal and keeping yourself fully hydrated. And I mean, today I just checked, we're over 80% humidity and 80 degrees in here, so it's a hot day. Easy to think about drinking when it's a hot day like this. However, on those days where it's not that humid out and you don't think about it much, your hydration levels still need to be replenished. So a big part of anybody's workout or anybody's ability to have a good day is to make sure you're always hydrated. And there's many different ways you can determine how much water do you really need, but always be drinking fluids. Easy enough. But the night before, if you know you've got a good workout coming in, you've got a golf outing, or I like to do a lot of mountain biking, so I make sure the night before, good meal, plenty of hydration. Turn those screens off early. This is a tough one for everybody, right? There's plenty of science out there that the blue light on our screen forces your body to think it's middle of the day. So 9, 10 o'clock at night, you're watching TV, you're reading your book, whatever, and then you're trying to close your eyes, but the brain's like, oh, it's the middle of the day, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you might actually fall asleep, but that brain is still doing this.
Absolutely.
So the quality of your sleep, even though you got 6 hours, 6.5 hours, the quality, I track my sleep almost every single night, and I pay attention to this stuff, and it makes sense. When the quality of my sleep is bad, and I can tell, my next day, I can feel like I'm walking through mud a little bit, and it takes a little longer. I got to work a little harder on my warm-up to make sure I'm prepared. My workouts aren't a killer like I might want it to be. So, proper hydration, good quality meals, and preparing yourself for a very good night's sleep, I think very, very important for everyday life and a workout.
Awesome.